Hello everybody, Triple here, and welcome to the start of something new. I did actually allude to this recently, but I'm here with I think it's KOG Draft, and it's not just a draft, I've done multiple drafts before, but I'm here with a friend, Calion. Hello.
Hello. How is it going?
This is a duos draft where we play the games together, which is interesting.
Very much so.
I actually did this one time before. It broke off like after the second week, I'm pretty sure. But it's a cool way of playing.
Yeah. I've never done anything like this before. I just play normal drafts.
Yeah, I usually also just play normal drafts. So this is gonna be an experience.
Oh, definitely. Like our play styles are kind of gonna clash because you're more safe, whereas I kind of go crazy sometimes.
In this draft, I had multiple times where I had to reel you back in, like hold up. I know it's boring, but
yeah, because I'm staring at a King Gambit right now, and I feel more brain dead just looking at it.
I mean, that is fair, honestly.
Yeah.
Anyway, you invited me to this draft.
Yes,
you
this is
are
true.
familiar. Do you want to give some backstory?
Yeah, actually, there's not much backstory to it, to be honest. I was just looking for drafts when NNDO just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
And this is one of the first ones I found. I just kind of said hi. I joined in. I was season 1 of way back when. Like, this was originally called the LDO, which was the Lumio Stract League. And that server is actually archived now. But yeah, I joined a couple years ago in the first server, and I have not had a winning season yet simply because I went from going to playoffs in every league I have ever been in to just being washed and not being very good at the game.
And we're changing that this season. Let's go.
Oh yeah, we're changing that this season. I think I already told you this, but when I applied for both of us, I put in the fun fact section that fun fact we're winning the league. So
I mean, I'll be real. With our lineup, there is a real chance
it's definitely possible. You might think that some of these are meme picks like Confe and Arboliva, but these are mons that Triple here has shown tried and true that they are absolute monsters.
I will bet these mons to the end of the earth.
Oh yeah, like I draft Confe almost every league. I think I draft Confe almost as much as I draft Corviknight, but
yeah.
Anyways, which is odd for me to draft Corviknight because I'm the guy who's all about offense. I just like to have a reliable wall so I can actually pivot stuff in. Anyways,
I mean, okay, that's something you've improved a lot from how you were. Because I'm gonna bring back some old facts here. We met way back, and this man would run offensive Registeel.
No, it wasn't offensive. It was defensive Registeel.
Was it?
It was Iron Defense, Amnesia, Toxic Rest.
What? that was like
you. I know. That's what I was about to say. I went from one extreme to another extreme. And now I'm more on the offense side. Yeah. I'm more balanced now.
Yeah. We've both kind of went more towards the balanced style. And I think this draft definitely reflected that a bit.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna be making some interesting plays with, two brains in the call together.
All our mons have so many options.
This is true. We got a good list of stuff that can do some work.
Yeah. Going into this, we had one thing we really wanted. We kind of just made plans on the spot, but we wanted a good ground type plus Confe. That's like
this is ground and fairy is insane coverage.
Literally everything Confe loses to, a ground type can beat.
This is very true.
And I think we got I believe this was a top tier, right?
Oh yeah, this was the highest point. Yeah, it was the highest point. It was an 18
was a point draft. We had 120 points, but we had 4th or 5th pick, and we immediately picked up Great Tusk.
Oh yeah, this is a mon I actually haven't used very much at all. Like I was about to say in draft, I haven't even really used this on ladder. Um, but honestly,
Here's where the
I like
difference
it.
comes in. You play net decks, and I play
This is
OU.
very true.
I see this mon everywhere, and I use it all the time.
Oh, I still see it everywhere. Like
That's
I
true.
still see it.
It's just
What do you mean, bro?
really, really solid mon. And I feel like a lot of like the best forms of the Paradox mons got the better end of like the move pool.
Yeah, because some of the future mons, like for example, Iron Bundle. As much as I love Iron Bundle, its coverage, to be fair, it doesn't need coverage, but its coverage is kind of just
It's gorgeous,
not
kind of
there.
meh.
Still, Hydro Pump Free Strike hits basically everything, anyways. But...
It does. But you wanted Iron Bundle, and I spoke very strongly against it.
No, I agree with you. It's better on ladder than it is in draft.
And the thing is, we're not allowed Terra here.
This is
so
also true.
It has
If
literally
we were
like
allowed
3
Terra, I would
moves
have
to
fought
click.
you on that.
With Terra, I would have agreed, because then it has some options, but...
Dude, the Terra Fire set they used to run before it got banned was nuts.
It is really good.
Anyways.
Back to Great Tusk.
Yeah, sorry.
I think this is just a very good starting point. It is, on its own, very strong. It has photosynthesis, it is a hazard removal, it's an electric immunity.
Oh my god. You know how I told you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You know how I told you Ursa Luna gets Supercell Slam? So does Great Tusk.
Wait, it does? Oh
It
my god,
does.
it gets... Okay, so I was gonna talk about how it got Temper Flare, which is very interesting, but also, yeah, Supercell Slam?
Oh my god, this is such a good pick.
That's actually insane, because now it just doesn't lose to water types anymore.
Nope. Well, depending on the water type, but yeah, it doesn't.
No, because I always struggle with like mons like Pelipper coming in on this, but...
Oh yeah, it's true, yeah.
Okay.
I never thought about that because I don't use this, but...
A lot of
Damn,
coverage
that's
on this. It has Fire, Fairy, Dark, Steel, Electric, apparently. It gets Zen Headbutt. It gets Head Smash, which we could just ball it with sometime. Just fuck it.
Wait,
150 base power Head Smash.
Oh my god, this gets Head Smash.
But then on the other...
So
Like, it gets the photosynthesis from the booster energy. We could also set Manual Sun. If we really want. But then the other side of the coin is this has a really well-known, like, defensive set. With, like, the booster energy into defense plus body press and then knock off and rapid spin.
Yeah, because it's I mean, as much as I would love to only run this offensively with my, glass cannon mentality,
Yeah.
I can't really deny the defense is there. Like 115 HP, 131 defense. This thing, if we
thing,
wanted
right?
to,
Even if we
not
run
die
this
physically.
offensively, it's bulky enough to live a hit.
Well, on the physical side, yes.
Yes, special
That
side.
53 special defense is staring me in the face.
I mean, yeah, okay, but hey, listen.
Hey, it's still doing work, and heck, if we really need to, if this actually helps it live a hit, we could run Assault Vest 1 week.
Yeah, that's true. Assault Fest, actually, I want to say I've used it once on ladder. It did not help me.
Well, I mean, in draft we can hypers, like we can get.
We can specify EVs. That's right. Yeah. But yeah,
So
no, this is one of those mods
depends.
that just has so many options.
Yeah, it could be good
Wait,
utility.
it
It's
gets
hazard
Mega
removal.
Horn.
It does mad damage. Oh my! This thing gets every move in the game
Why?
apparently.
Why am I losing to grass types with this thing? Hold up.
We don't lose at all with this. I think
No.
if we do a good enough job, we might. This season might be a case where this mod gets banned.
And I am gonna spoil a little bit of a strategy that I was cooking up earlier.
Oh, go ahead.
Reversal.
Wait. No.
It gets Endure. I'm just saying.
The memitude.
Okay, so this
Oh,
is the strongest and dumbest team that could have ever formed. because
Yep.
we're just looking at all the wrong options.
Oh yeah, we're not going to be running standard most of the time. We're running we're probably going to be running standard like a lot of the time, but
yeah, but we are definitely gonna try to bring some heat.
oh yeah, we're bringing
most games
with us of all people. I'm the guy who popularized Fling Kyrim and Focus Punch Gudra. So
wait, Focus Punch good. Hold up.
no, I beat Jam in
Is it too
NNDL
late now
with that
to
one
back
week.
out?
What do you mean, bro? Ow. I don't know if that came through the mic, but my ankle just like cracked like a glow stick. Anyways.
Oh god. This man is breaking as we speak.
We good.
All right. Next month.
Yeah. Sorry, we lingered a
suggested-
bit.
We were looking at dragon types. I know that much.
Yeah. We were looking at dragon types, and I suggested Latios because it recently got flip turn. Simply because I like pivot moves. I like being able to get in and out of battle, move around my position, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Latios is just a good one all around. It's got 130 special attack. It's got 110 speed. We can scarf it, and we can operate on its own if it needs to. It's got decent coverage. It can drop a Draco and get out of there. Luster Purge also got buffed to...
Luster Purge got a buff, that was the big
Yeah.
deciding factor for me between if we
Yeah.
got Latias or Latios, because Latios has the Spadef drop, which means that
This is true.
without the dark type we can just spam Luster Purge.
This is very true. And the reason why I didn't want Latias is because Latias is defensive, but also Latias also doesn't get flip turn. So only
That is
Latios
true.
gets that. So having a pivot option, also it's Latios, so we could also do a calm mindset. Latios it's obviously a one trick on the attacking side because it only has one good attack stat, but we have like a lot of different.
You say one trick, but then
Well, I don't mean one trick. I mean like that was a bad way to describe it.
You know.
But oh, you did not just.
Yeah, no, sorry. I am getting
Oh my
used to
God.
these net decks move pools, and I'm just like, whoa.
Oh yeah.
Hold up, we can cook.
All right, I'm not gonna say those out loud in case any of our opponents are watching the video. But he just sent me a list of moves. This thing I did not know this gets. We're gonna bring some heat one week. I swear to God. Anyways, just to. It gets that.
It gets that.
It gets that. Oh my God. Okay.
Sorry, I'm
we
being very
legally,
distracting.
we have to bring that.
Yeah.
No, you're good. What I was saying, obviously it only hits on the special side, but there are it gets good coverage. We can run this in multiple ways, as a pivot, drop a Draco, get out. We could run it as a calm mindset. We could run this. Okay, it even gets screens. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, it gets screens.
Yeah.
If we want to do that.
It gets psychic
it-
noise now, which could be
Yeah?
pretty interesting.
It just doesn't stop Regenerator, which makes me hesitant.
I mean, yes, but also there are some ones that I would really rather not have recovering health.
Oh, this is very true. I've noticed that Psychic Noise in Fortemons, the OM for this week,
Yeah.
very annoying because it doesn't just stop the healing, it stops you from using a move at all. So it's just
Yeah,
a
it does.
pre-marina counter. So, yeah, it's kind of, anyways. But, this thing also, I forgot this thing gets Memento. So
It
if
gets
we
Memento,
really need a
so we
suicide
have-
option.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the good thing about mons like Latios, is obviously because it's a legendary, it gets some benefits to the move pool, and it has
Oh, yeah.
so much utility.
This is true. It can be a good utility mod. Does this thing get defog? No,
It gets
sad.
defog.
Wait, what?
It gets defog.
No, it doesn't. I think it got removed. Or it doesn't get it anymore, because I just looked at it. It
Are
doesn't.
you looking in the normal one, or are you looking in net decks?
Oh, I didn't select the format, so it
Exactly.
probably defaulted. Yeah, it does get default. Never mind,
It
bro.
gets defog, which is also very nice.
That is a big pog. All right, now that I can see more of the move pool, I can, not be an idiot.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
you can
also,
actually start
Another
cooking.
thing, I mentioned this to you, but now that I'm actually looking at the move pool and this is showing this thing gets mystical fire, which I don't know if that came
Oh
through
yeah,
or
it
not.
does.
Yeah, there's a team with Mega Scizor that, normally Latios just wants to leave when
I
Mega
mean,
Scizor comes in
yeah.
because it can't really touch it. But mystical fire means that boy getting one-shotted.
I mean, that is
So,
true. The good thing about Mega Scissor over normal Scissor is we don't have to worry about a random Oka berry.
this is true.
Okay, no, sorry. I'm sending you another one.
Oh no. What else is Gladius? Dude, okay, listen, man.
Sorry,
I know this is the second movie you sent me. I didn't say that out loud, but that first one,
yeah.
God,
No, we
there's
can
so much
definitely
heat.
pull some really cool strategies here.
Oh yeah, we can do
It's
some dumb
actually
stuff.
it's dry passing allowed.
I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure.
We'll see. It's fine.
We'll have to. We'll ask later.
Yeah. The good thing
Alright.
about also Latios for our team is Great Tusk, of course, weak to psychic types. Latios takes care of
Yeah.
that. Latios weak to dark types. Great Tusk takes care of that. So
Yeah, it's almost like we got a good two first picks,
yeah. I
Yeah.
was all for picking Comfey second, but this is smarter.
As much as I like Confe, I think we shouldn't pick it too early simply because we're in a server that, well, I mean, I pick Confe and I use it a lot, but we're in a server that doesn't really see
Respect
it as
it.
the monster it is. They don't respect it, so they don't think it's that big of a deal.
No, but
Besides, they're more
we're
focused
going
on
to
top
have
tiers
to
anyways.
change this.
Yeah, I've tried, but considering my mental state took a crash, and thus my my skills also took a crash, so I
Yeah.
couldn't really show them the light.
But
Like,
speaking of not
that'd be
picking
funny.
Comfey next,
Oh yeah,
stepped
this
in
is
here.
true.
I stepped
Yep.
in here and I said to Calion, "Hey, I know you think it's really boring, but King
It
Gambit
is.
is still available."
It is the most boring mon.
It is-
Second most boring mon added this generation. Number one goes to the Minecraft thing.
It is.
But-
It is very boring, but it's also very good.
I hate this thing with a passion.
Plus, I feel like there's some ways we could cook this.
I mean,
forgot that this is actually NetDex, so it gets some stuff that it doesn't get normally. And I,
Oh, yeah,
in
it gives Bisharp's
particular,
move pool.
was looking at one of my favorite moves, Metal Burst.
hell no. Nah.
You-
Nah.
King Gambit
Nah.
is bulky enough to live almost anything. You never know
mean-
when I'm gonna kill you back.
This is true, but man. God, I did not know it got that. What the?
Yeah. No, that's like all like that's one of my favorite moves, just because it's a counter and a mirror code in one.
Yeah, I
And you
mean, it's
don't
not
have
as
to worry
strong as
about what
Counter
hits
Mirror
you.
Code, but yeah.
It's not as strong, but usually it's strong enough. I ran Metal Code, no, Metal Burst, Mega Mawile at one point.
Jesus, dude.
To kill opposing. It was to kill land though, but I think their Mega Aerodactyl Earthquake me. So I just kind of just deleted it.
Yeah, that does not exist anymore.
So that's like very cool. It gets some moves like Psycho Cut, which helps against its fighting matchup. The one thing, of course, is we're not allowed Terra. This one is really strong with Terra, but yeah.
I sent you a move that I think we might be able to make use of.
Yeah, I saw that too. I actually did see that too.
Okay.
And I think that's actually has potential. Also, something that I forgot about is we have Pursuit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, we just win against any ghost type now.
I forgot. I see that only on Tyranitar to the point where I thought it was a signature move for a long while.
I mean, the thing is, right? It's not present in modern games, so I don't see it
No,
at all.
this is true. I keep forgetting just how different NetDex and OU really are.
They are very. There's a lot of Pokemon here that I'm familiar with because they are OU or like Gen 9. I'm just looking to all of them.
Oh my god, it gets that. It gets all of those.
Well, the good thing, right, is this is based on Bisharp. Bisharp, being an earlier Gen Mon, has a better move pool.
Hear me out, okay? I appreciate you bringing all the heat with those moves you sent. We're not using that first one. It doesn't have the stats for that first one.
Hey, come on. Say we want to avoid like a ceaseless edge or a rapid spin from a slower Mon. We can just destroy ourselves so they don't get to remove hazards from our so many hazard sellers.
Yeah, but come on, dude. That's not enough justification.
For those wondering, we're talking about Steel Beam.
Yeah. But it doesn't have the stats for that, dude.
Hey, it is base 60.
It's gonna do negative damage.
No, because if we run special, we have a whopping 240 special attack.
We have more attack with no investment and 0 IVs.
And with modest, yes, that is true. But hear me out. Supreme Overlord doesn't only buff attack; it's based on the move. So imagine this: a 225 base power Steel Beam.
God, bro, come on. It's still off that attack stat. It would be ass.
Hold up, no. I'm pulling up the calcs now.
Oh my god, no.
King Gambit.
Bro.
252 modest. 5 allies fainted. And we have Steel Beam. Hold up. What's someone we would use this against?
Okay, let me look. I guess we would use this on.
Hey, it one-shot specially defensive Garganacl.
Well, that's Pog. I hate that mon. I mean, I guess what would we use this against?
That is a good question.
I mean, we could just Iron Head Clefable is the thing.
Next mon.
Yeah, next mon needs no introduction.
Yeah, no. Comfey, hello.
It's the god of death.
Yes, this is the one that's gonna win. Everything.
Yeah, this is our MVP. This is our team MVP, like 1,000,000%.
What can I say about Comfey that I haven't already said in like every video I featured it in?
You don't really need to say anything, because if people are watching you, they know by now. This thing got triage, which means speed does not matter. Calm minds.
Anything I could talk about how it gets alluring voice now. Hey.
I mean, yeah, but we're not going to use that over Draining Kiss.
I mean, you know, you'd never, because Giga Drain Draining Kiss is like all you ever run. That fourth move slot always is a toss-up between moves.
I usually either run Defog, Stored Power, or Aromatherapy in that last slot.
I usually do Stored Power or Aromatherapy, but recently I ran Tailwind on it.
Oh, yeah. I think I used Tailwind 1 week in the previous season.
And another move that could be very good to stop counter setup is Encore.
Oh, yeah. God,
if something tries to set up on us, we can just lock them in and just get in a sweeper.
This is true. It also gets Leech Seed if we want to be annoying.
Stuff like Magic Bounce, Magic Coat, or Knockoff could be situationally pretty good.
Well, yes, but then if we healed our own status, that would heal them, because it would be like them using the move.
What? Our status? What? Huh?
Like, I'm just saying, if you... Oh, wait, you mean... Oh. I thought you were saying use Purify... I thought you were saying using Purify into a Magic Coat.
No.
My bad. My brain shut off.
You're
You gotta
lagging
remember,
behind.
I've
I'm
only
just
been awake
talking
for
about
an hour.
good. Yeah, true.
My brain isn't even on yet.
I
Wait,
I
confidence
forget
knockoff?
that his net decks. Every moon gets toxic.
And config gets knockoff.
Yeah, it does get knockoff. I don't know why. Like, what is it using to knock you off?
Probably just slapping you with a flower crown. I don't know.
Um, uh,
So it's like a trick. We want to run that.
Drake is there.
Its move
Lucky
pool is
Chant,
limited.
hey.
No. Its move pool is limited, but that's only because Game Freak knew the power of what they were creating, so they had to limit it in both stats and move pool.
Well, okay, like, if this mon had an actual, like, above 100 special attack stat, I feel like it would genuinely be too broken.
It would either be OU or banned.
Yeah. Because just like, the idea of having triage. That 3 priority. 3 is, I think, the same as extreme speed, right?
No, extreme speed's 2.
Oh damn! It's faster than
the same as fake out.
Yeah,
it's the same as fake out and just 1 below protect. And
the fact that it's 3 is just insane. Because if it's 1 priority, it wouldn't be too broken.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we do have to look out for is, I don't know if anybody picked it up, but the Raikou paradox.
I think
could shut this down. So next on the list is actually a mon that was kind of an impulse pick.
Well, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yeah, okay. So this is the man that always drafts full Corona.
I don't always draft full Corona, actually.
Well, no, but you like...
I haven't...
It's like your whole thing between us.
I do like full Corona a lot. It's like my mascot, essentially.
We didn't do that, but we got the next best thing, which is Volcarona, but made of metal.
Volcarona, but... Actually, I had something in mind, but I forgot how.
Awesome. Great job. We are pretty furry weak, so Iron Moth helps us a lot there.
Yeah, because Great Tusk and Latios do complement each other pretty well, but they're both weak to fairy.
They're both weak to fairy, and the one steel type we got is also not resistant to fairy.
This is an issue. But Iron Moth kind of patches that hole a little bit.
Iron Moth patches that hole and then some. We already at this point, we knew... at least our grass type, we have a fairy dragon steel core, and a fire water grass core is a good next thing to get.
Yep.
And with the grass type in mind, Iron Moth actually gets alleviated a bit of its weakness.
This is true, because good old grassy terrain.
Grassy terrain is a big help to our team.
This is true. Because it stops Earthquake, which helps King Gambit, Moth,
it helps King Gambit, it helps
another
Moth,
mon.
It helps a later mon. Two over later mons, honestly.
Wait, 2?
And the one...
yeah.
Plus it's just a nice source of recovery. But also...
Yeah.
Grassy terrain gives grass types a boost. This is a mon that gets Energy Ball.
This is true.
So we have
boosted
Energy Ball. I mean, yeah, it would be better with Giga Drain, but also, I get why not.
Yeah, we can't let it outshine the regular Volcarona.
Like, okay, where would this robot store all the life force it absorbs?
Its battery, duh.
Yes, let blood fuel your batteries.
How does it work in normal Pokemon for it?
But this is a mon that is very similar to Latios in coverage.
Yeah.
This mon has a lot of coverage. It has Electric, Fairy, Psychic, Flying, Bug.
Even gets recovery in Morning Sun.
It gets recovery. I said this to Calion, but it actually has a decent SPDF stat.
Yeah, you said this could be like a decent kind of special wall if we need it to be.
It could be a special wall, especially against mons that like to Toxic Stall, because we're immune to Toxic. It gets Whirlwind, so it could be annoying with Toxic Spikes. But On the more offensive side of things, Acid Spray is pretty nice offensively. But it has my favorite move of all time. Meteor Beam. I wish Meteor Beam got a buff like Electro Shot, where, for instance, in Sandstorm, it activates Storm 1.
That would be cool.
That would be really nice. But even without, Meteor Beam is just one of my favorite moves to click. Although an already fast mon like Moth.
Yeah, 110 speed. It's the same as Gladius, but
isn't
110 is always good.
But the thing with this, right, is it has the booster energy that it can use.
Yep. Yeah, well, but if we run booster energy, we can't run Power Herb for Meteor Beam.
That's true. We have to differentiate one of the sets that we want. But
or we could do an absolute Giga Brain read and then click Meteor Beam on the Switch.
We can click Meteor Beam on a Switch, but also this one gets agility.
Oh, you're right.
So
I always forget that move exists.
We could just run like Fiery Dance, Meteor Beam, and have just all the special attack buffs in the world with agility.
That could work.
And it also gets Charge Beam for if we want more special attack buffs.
Yeah, but if we're gonna run an electric move, I'd rather just have a 30% chance to paralyze people.
I mean, that is true. Discharge is also
just
very nice. We have Bug Buffs to bypass Substitute if we need it.
Yeah. Good old Sludge Wave to do big damage to fairies.
Sludge Wave is big damage. Energy Ball is of course nice against grounds and waters. Air Slash is something I'm also looking at, which is pretty nice.
Like I've never used that personally on Iron Moth, but obviously it's draft. So
I feel like, okay, the thing is, right? Some mons have two weaknesses that this has. So then you have to choose, like, do I prepare for the flying type or the psychic type? And you can run berries to resist that, but then if you have the wrong berry and we click the other move, then you're just down on your luck.
This is true.
Flash Cannon is another one that's pretty interesting.
Wait, it gets Flash Cannon? Oh, it does.
Flash Cannon.
That's cool.
If anything, we can always just run regular ass Terra Blast, because it is still an 80 base power normal type move.
I mean, yeah, 80 is a little underwhelming, but yeah, we could. But,
if we run a choice set, it has U-turn for that.
I'm always down for pivot potential.
Yeah.
I mean,
so this has
it's
options.
Yeah, it's not regular Volcarona, which is my favorite mon ever, but it is the next best thing. It's my favorite Paradox, just by proxy.
I will say, move pool-wise, I prefer Slitherwing.
That's fair.
It got a lot more of the good moves, stuff like Stun Spore and Will-O-Wisp and Wild Charge. But I feel like offensively, Moth is just better.
Yeah, I just like Moth because it got the fire typing.
That's fair. You are a very big fire type enthusiast.
I am a fire enjoyer.
Future arsonist.
Future arsonist? What do you mean future?
Oh.
You ever heard of the Library of Alexandria? Okay.
Next month, we're moving on.
Yeah. Yes. A mon from the worst generation. I mean, Gyarados.
What's it with you and throwing shade today?
I hate Gen 1. We've had this discussion.
I mean, that's fair, but also, yeah, Gyarados is here.
Gyarados do be here with 2 goated abilities with Intimidate and Moxie.
2 goated abilities, plus, as much as you hate Gen 1, they do have privileged move pools.
Oh, they got cracked move pools. Like, I don't know what they were thinking.
Like, why does this man get Power Whip?
He gets Temper Flare.
Oh, it's over.
Yes. That's all I had to say. It's
straight up over. Wait a second.
It's Temper Flare.
That's actually kind of insane. Wait.
This thing is got good bulk, great attack, D-Dance. Like he can whip hits. Like he's a special tank. The only thing he doesn't get is Roost.
Especially like nice.
Yeah, true.
If we want, we could even be very toxic and run this with Scald.
Bro, nah. Nah.
You're just cursing my defensive habits right now.
Dude, it has 125 attack and 60 special attack.
Okay,
I
yeah, but
understand
this
Scald
one
has a
used to
30%
run...
chance to burn.
Before it got Temper Flare, this one used to run Fire Blast to deal with Kartana.
Yeah, it was probably like, what, RU?
I don't know. I believe it was UU, actually.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, no, I think Mega Gyarados was UU.
Wait, why?
Well, Natex UU.
Hold up. Why?
Oh, hell. We gotta bring that.
I mean, to be fair, okay. Blunder Policy.
It could work with Blunder Policy.
It could work with Blunder Policy.
Still.
Plus little things. I believe this gets... does it get it? It gets Roar and Dragon Tail. Which is, for positioning is very nice.
Yeah, Dragon Tail would be pretty good.
Weird
Guess.
things
I mean,
like
the only thing
Lash
I
Out.
don't like... I just don't like that it's negative priority, which I know obviously it has to be. I just don't like using it because it's negative priority.
The fact that it's negative priority, I get it. Because otherwise, Hazards
it gotta
plus
be.
Roar.
That would just be kind of unbeatable. I'm pretty sure that's why Deoxys Speed was banned in Hackmons. Because it would run Sweep Talk, Whirlwind, and
God.
Comatose. Yeah.
Also, we're
So
playing on level 100, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, then Dragon Rage is not useful.
Yeah, oh god, no. It'd be funny. It would be funny. Not worth it.
Also, I just realized this one never got the update. I'm pretty sure it lost this move. Because it has Hail instead of Snowscape.
Ah, it probably functions the same. But...
Well, no, it doesn't. Showdown has both Hail and Snow.
Well, I mean, if we're in Generation 9, I'm sure it functions the same, is what I'm saying. If we're playing that decks, I'm sure it would...
In NetDex,
we can test that later.
That's what I'm saying. This one lost Hail, but didn't get Snowscape in its place this gen. They just cut it from the move pool, so NetDex still shows Hail, but it technically doesn't... It never got Snow.
That's interesting.
It's just a weird little detail.
Huh. Actually, I didn't even know they changed the move for that. I knew they changed the weather. I didn't know they changed the actual move to set it up.
Yeah, no,
which makes sense now to think about it.
Snowscape is the new move, which is just Hail but for Snow.
Yeah, makes sense.
The NC gets it. Why does the NC get it?
Because
Okay.
you really have to ask.
I mean, fair enough.
Coverage don't make sense. We got Gyarados who can shoot ice beams. Like, what do you mean? Gyarados who can summon thunder from the heavens.
Who can summon thunder? Yeah, that is accurate.
Rogus, thunder and T-Bolt and Blizzard. Like, this man's move pool is
Fire Blast.
Correct. I mean, Fire Blast kind of makes sense because it's like a semi-dragon, but yeah. Kinda, not really, but kinda.
And hear me out, Skull Bash.
Oh, it does get Skull Bash.
If we ever want to run defense, you know.
I mean, okay, I'll let this one slide. Skull Bash is an absolute meme of a move. Anyways, next up on the chopping block, which is a very fitting analogy for this next mod because it is Cleavor.
That is actually very, very accurate.
Yeah. I think I suggested Cleavor, right? Because we were looking for just we were originally looking for web setters, but then we just said screw webs, and we just decided to go with Cleavor because it gets Stone Axe, which is good for hazards, and it doesn't have to worry about time.
Okay, no. What happened is we had no hazard control. I think neither of us realized that Latios got defog.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we got defog on Latios.
You mentioned that Cleavor got defog. And yeah, we kind of went from there.
Oh yeah, Quavor gets defog because Scyther does.
Yeah.
So Quavor can use defog if needed. Probably won't because Stone X. But wait, this thing gets Morning Sun? What the?
It gets Morning Sun.
Yeah. It also gets Pursuit.
Wait, it gets... Oh god, it gets Pursuit. Does it still...
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't have Technician like the others.
Well, it's got a better ability. It's called Sharpness.
It does have a really good... Plus, I don't want to say much, but Sheer Force.
Sheer Force... The thing with Sheer Force is I think Sharpness is just better.
For some things, I agree, but then there's other moves. I am looking, for instance, at, I believe, Stone Edge procs it.
I don't think it does.
Doesn't it?
No, because high critical hit ratio isn't technically an effect.
Oh. Well, then you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Hold up. Is this move allowed? Do you know this?
Just... Ooh, the thing is, all moves are allowed except for Hidden Power.
Then that could be an insane idea to do.
That could, yeah, that could be an absolute top tier idea. Okay, Quavor is a monster.
Quavor is a monster. And the thing is, right?
Recovery, it gets good damage, Stone Axe, set of hazards, and do damage. Sharpness also affects X Scissors, so that's a 120 power stab move right there.
Yeah. Like the thing is, this does kind of do one
Generally,
thing,
it's
but
just
what
a
it
pretty good
does
move.
is good. Like,
It's
if
just
we
held back
need
by
raw
its typing,
power, we just
'cause Bug and
choice
Rock kind of,
bend, sharpness.
True. Yeah.
Another
Quavor,
thing
monster.
that I think works with sharpness is cross poison.
Ooh, it gets that?
It gets cross poison.
Ooh, that's good. That's a cool
Against
one.
grass types or fairy types. Fairy types is actually very nice to help against.
I was supposed to say, against grass types, we just hit X Scissor, but
That is true. But I mean, we
But
did have
fairy
a
types,
fairy
it could
type
do some damage.
problem, so...
this is true. And it's basically, it's effectively a base 105 poison move with a high crit rate.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice.
And like I said, if we run this with like a choice band, I don't think there's much that switches in on that. It gets kick and close combat for...
Does Axe kick count? I know it's a kick, but does it count as a...
No.
As a slicing?
I don't know. Also, where is X kick?
It doesn't get X kick. It doesn't.
What happened to X kick?
It doesn't get it.
But it did. I remember it
I
getting
don't see it. Listen, man, I'm looking at the move pool. It
Why
doesn't
does
show.
low kicks get it?
Because...
Why does the mon with literal X's not get X kick?
Well, because he's kicking.
Just kick
look at
with
the
your
bro's
feet
legs.
With your hands, forehead.
Kick with your hands. Bruh. I did not... It's goof o'clock right now.
Also, moves like Steel Wing or Knockoff could be situational.
Yeah,
nice.
Steel Wing's just good if we need to hit something that steel hits. Yeah, if we need steel coverage for some reason.
And we need steel coverage for some reason, and it gives a potential defense buff, which is also nice.
Thing is, I don't know if we're ever gonna need steel because for fairy we have cross poison, for like rock we have like close combat.
But knockoff would be very nice to have.
Oh yeah, knockoff's always good.
Moves like Psycho Cut also sharpness boosted.
This is true. If we need to hit fighting, like
it has
generally all around, Cleavor's good. It just doesn't have the best typing is the thing.
It doesn't have the best typing, and it's kind of a one trick because it just hits the strong move.
I mean, yeah, but
it's good.
Sometimes it's all you need.
And for the price we got it at, I believe this was one of the 11 points.
Yeah, the 11 point tier was cracked.
Yeah, it was absolutely stacked with like insane mons.
Yeah, it's like not. It wasn't like obviously you're not picking them first to play dodgeball, but they're like the 11 point tiers are full of some sweeper picks. Like that's where we got Gyarados and Quivor.
The thing is, I believe the one below the next one also came from there. No.
No, that came from the 7 point tier. That was lower.
No, I think this was 9, because the one below it is 7. Like, Arbaliva, which I insisted that we picked.
Oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that because you're a monster.
Arbaliva is insane because of its bulk, and I will say this on camera right now. I think this is the strongest Pokemon in Gen 9. Especially
You've said this
in
to me
draft
multiple
format.
times.
Because of one simple thing. Harvest. This mon gets to permanently remove one of its weaknesses.
This is true.
So it's actually...
Harvest Yachi Berry, Harvest Aka Berry, Harvest Chapel Berry if we need to. I mean, like,
add that onto the fact that it gets Strength Up, which is probably the most broken move in the game.
It's annoying as all hell.
And
I hate it.
This one is just so hard to break. One thing I learned actually earlier today is that they gave this one Alluring Voice, which is a great replacement for Dazzling Gleam.
This is true, because if someone tries to set up, we can just say no and make them punch themselves.
I actually had, like, kept this in on a Volcarona, because I was just like, if you set up here, I confuse you. Which is better than any switching out. But the thing, right, is this thing, it's a grass type with Earth Power, which already puts it, like, super high.
Yeah.
Seed Sower is very nice because of the extra recovery and ground resist and etc.
Yeah, it sets up terrain for, like we said before, Moth, sets it up for Kingan.
And it has some tricks up its sleeve that are actually kind of nice, because it has fairy coverage, it has Leech Seed, which is very annoying, it has Memento. Weather Ball could potentially be good.
Oh.
Yeah. Weather Ball is one of those moves that, like, if I had the right weather, it can beat anything, basically.
And we do have a bunch of mons that can set up, like you said, with Gyarados, it can set up Hail, which is technically snow.
Yeah, which gives it Ice type coverage. We could set up Fire,
also
which benefits both, which benefits actually Great Tusk and Iron Moth and Arbaliva.
This is true. Like, we could run...
Rain is actually kind of nice for our team, but I don't want to run Rain.
Rain is lame. I am sorry. That is, like, stupid, lame strategy. I see it all the time. It's annoying.
Yeah,
go outside.
The thing is, right, Rain is kind of like a one trick in a main thing. Hey, this one got Sunny Day itself. Wait a second.
Yeah. Yeah,
with Harvest, actually.
It's a grass type. Most of them get Sunny Day.
I mean, that's true. But imagine the Sunny Day Solar Beam with Harvest. And Weather Ball.
I'll do you one better. Sunny Day Solar Blade.
Hey, yo.
It's got the nice attack stat.
It does have a very, very nice attack stat.
And that Solar Blade could, you know... I mean, I know Solar Beam is just better for this, but... the meme potential.
That is true. I was actually looking, because this doesn't get any of the spores, because I feel like with like Stun Spore or Sleep Powder, this could actually be kind of like dumb.
Yeah, they don't.
But
though.
Hear me out. Stab Hyper Beam.
Oh, you're right. Oh God, you're right. I forgot this is a normal type.
This is a normal type, which it's such a weird timing to have. It's also our Ghost immunity. We have King Gambit, which basically is immune to Ghost, but...
Yeah, but... Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I
don't
think
know. I just hate King Gambit.
This mon is insane in draft, and I've shown it in the ATA already. And I'm looking forward to using it here.
Yeah, it's a big sleeper pick. I personally haven't used it, but from what you've showed me, I see its potential. Like, this thing just refuses to die and kills things in response.
Exactly.
So,
it literally just refuses to die. It's way too bulky for its own good.
And you can die in your own terms if you choose Memento. So, I mean, there's also
I feel
that.
like Memento is actually very nice on our team, because we have mons like Moth or Gyarados that can just set up in the time.
Yeah, I wish Moth got Quiver, but Yeah, we'll have to settle with like agility or something.
I mean, okay, Fiery Dance is practically a setup move.
Well, yeah, but
Like
Quiver Dance was so much
the whole
better.
thing that it gets Fiery Dance is already insane.
I mean, yeah, it's a Paradox Volcarona. It's Volcarona's signature move,
Yeah, but I
which
mean,
got power crept by
Slitherwing
Skeletor.
didn't get it. When did it learn to dance?
Oh, Slitherwing is now the fire type.
It's not good. It gets Slitherwing gets Flare Blitz. Don't you give me that crap.
Yeah, because it sets itself on fire, okay, and then runs into the enemy.
Optimal, we call that.
Yes. He's a speedrunner. He's just damage boosting.
All right. At this point,
My God.
Megas. We didn't have a Mega yet.
This is true. We
and-
didn't have a Mega, and I suggested this earlier in the draft
Yeah.
because
This
it's
is
a
one you
sweeper
have
pick.
more often.
This is one I use in net decks on the ladder because I think it's slept on. It's
I
generally
agree,
good.
but the glaring weakness.
Oh yeah,
Um,
its move pool is very limited, but
Yeah.
generally I feel like it's good.
Mega Manectric falls very much under the Iron Bundle class of things because it has Overheat and it has Thunderbolt.
Yeah, but I usually the moveset I usually run, obviously Hidden Power's banned, so we can't do this. I run Discharge, Hidden Power Ice, Flamethrower, and Volt Switch.
Yeah.
But in this, we can obviously it's draft, so we can basically do whatever. We could run Discharge, Thunderbolt, whatever. Flamethrower is also good. Overheat if we need to nuke something. We get Signal Beam if we need to hit.
Signal Beam is something situationally
Archetypes.
pretty nice.
That works.
But one thing I actually was considering recently is Electric Terrain.
Yeah, Electric Terrain
We get Electric
also
Terrain
helps Moth.
for Magnetic and it helps Moth. Plus, we have Grassy Terrain and Electric Terrain. So any seeds we want to use. I believe...
Yeah, we could run those as well.
Are they both physical defense? Yeah, they're both fist def.
Okay.
So we
So
can
if
get
we
a
need
defense
to-
buff.
Yeah.
And
Who would
if-
that even really be that good on? Though? I mean, I guess
Arboliva.
Moth. It would be decent on Moth. Or, Arboliva as well.
Cleaver could do with a defense buff, or our one after this could do with a defense buff.
I mean, yeah, its defense is already pretty good, but yeah.
But if anything, we can always run like Ice Fang if we really need to deal with grass types. Hyper Voice could be a good option.
Oh, it does get Hyper Voice.
It does get Hyper Voice. Plus Magnet Rise.
Yeah, Magnet Rise, which, I mean, it's electric type, so most of those get it, but if we want to make a hard read... we
The
can.
thing is, right, this is our high speed there. So this will be
this
faster
is
than
our-
most Mons. So if they bring in a ground type, we can just say like, no, we don't care about this. We're gonna sit here.
Yeah, we could. It depends on, well... Thing is, though, we can't really hit it back as a thing. I mean, the best thing
Well-
we got is, like, Flamethrower.
It's
Overheat.
funny that you mentioned that. We have this funny little move called Toxic.
Oh, don't do my boy like that. When you drafted him, you said he's one of the goodest boys around. Don't sully
He
his
is
name.
a very good boy.
I would love him electric.
No, but I think like with Hyper Voice into the mix, I feel like that's good enough to hit things neutrally.
Yeah.
Plus
God,
Overheat
I'm
is
gonna have
Overheat.
nightmares. I'm gonna have nightmares about the Magnet Rise Toxic. God.
Hey, I'm a C teamer at heart.
Now, hey, I mean, if it works, it works. I'm not against running it. It's just like it's so cursed. God.
I'm looking. We could potentially run like Captivate,
Yeah, we could.
but that's like very situational.
Yeah, that's basically random.
Yeah.
Unless we go again. Did someone draft Hatterene?
Wait. Hatterene? What do you mean Hatterene?
I'm saying, did someone draft like Hatterene? Because Hatterene's always female.
Is it?
Yeah. Just like Grimmsnarl is always male.
Oh damn.
Did no
I
one
didn't-
draft Hatterene?
I knew about some Pokemon, but I don't know Hatterene.
No one drafted it. God. Bro, we can't... Why aren't people drafting stuff weak to our heat?
I mean, it's only better that they do. I mean,
Bruh. Oh no, someone did. The
I was
Driftveil
about to
Dragon
say,
Dancers.
I think I recall somebody picking it up.
Yeah, Driftveil Dragon Dancers, the one with Tyranitar. The one that's the team that drafted Volcarona.
Calion, it's funny that you mentioned that, because it is always female, but also Captivate would get bounced.
Damn, you're right. Ah, God.
So it blocks our heat.
Bro, I am brain dead today. Bruh. Okay.
Okay, no. I just saw a combination of moves and my brain went full cylinders.
Hold up. The thing is, they might run the heat themselves. They might run Anticipation Headerine. You never know.
I just saw a combination of moves and my brain skyrocketed.
No. There's a certain amount of heat that we can handle. And there's a certain amount of heat that will burn
Why
us down.
can't I set the dog on fire? He can handle it. He's a good boy.
That caught me so off guard. What? Like, we're just having a casual conversation, and then you, in your just normal ass voice, like, why can't we set the dog on fire?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I am all for running that, by the way. I'm just saying, I am all for that.
Yeah. We're just kind of cooking as we go, honestly.
God, that... I have
I'm
never thought
sorry.
about that combination. Also, that movie you sent after is pretty interesting. But I have
Yeah.
never thought of that combination. That is monstrous.
I mean, it's just like, okay, delete this one Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
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 Hold on.
That's just
no.
straight up
I
a
gotta
doohickey.
do the calcs now. Hold up, because if we do this move, and it is a crit against this Pokemon.
Oh god. Well, I mean, I guess since you said it's a crit out loud, we probably need to say it, but
Wow. Awesome.
never mind.
Okay, so that's
Well-
a no on Hyper Beam Laser Focus.
Yeah, there's some heat we could bring with it, but after seeing that damage calc, that's
Yeah.
sad. It's
But,
it's a bit.
but if you're
sad, boy.
competing and watching right now, it could happen to you.
This is honestly true, because if we chip something down and we just want to nuke it, we are unhinged. Like you.
Yes.
Okay. If anyone in that server is watching this right now, you already know I'm unhinged. I'm stupid. I will do dumb stuff. All right. This man is like the same as me, but smart about it.
Smart unhinged.
This is the man who taught me how to play Pokemon. So like.
I
Anything I can
I
do?
may have fucked that up because of how the way you're playing right now. But don't mind that.
I mean, no. We just have very different play styles. This is the thing. The only thing that messed up my my Pokemon skills is my mental state.
I mean,
And
isn't
yeah.
that all of us?
this is true.
The one
And it's
thing
funny, so it doesn't even matter.
I will say about Mega Man Attack is it has Switcheroo, which we can't use because
Yeah,
of the Mega
'cause
Stone.
We cannot give if we could give Mega Stones, that would be pretty funny. But
Yeah.
we can't.
But hey, we get double Intimidate, and it has Lightning Rod before Megaing, so...
Yeah, double intimidate's pretty good. And if we want to meme something, if we think something's going to U-turn, we could do static and switch it in and cripple something. Because,
Oh,
you know,
true, we
haha,
can
funny.
run Static! Oh!
Yeah, I usually run static and try to. I either run static and try to switch in on U-turns, so I have a chance to paralyze, or
Yeah.
I run lightning rod and switch in on stuff like other electrics. My brain just kind of stopped working, but
Yeah. Makes sense.
yeah, Mega Man Electric it's a sleeper option. It was in the 7-point tier. I checked what you were doing
so
Arboliva.
cheap.
Yeah, like it's disgusting. Like I get it. It's not a good mega. Like I think it's good, but it's not a top tier like at
Yeah,
all.
the thing is, even if it's not good, it's still a mega,
Yeah, but
which
for
means
its
it's a bit
price,
above all the other Pokemon.
yeah, for its price, it's got some mean stats. It's got some good, like decent moves.
Yeah.
135 special attack and speed is really nice. It's the fastest mon we got, and it's really strong. It just hits stuff and gets
Yeah.
out.
No, I think
it's
this
simple.
is actually a pretty high value pick for where it was at.
Yeah, 7 points for this much damage is pretty nice.
And speaking of good value for the points it is at, who thought Houndstone at 5 was a good idea?
I don't know, but I guess tombstones were on sale that day. I don't know. That's just
Okay, that's awesome. Hold up. That was the greatest punchline ever.
I've been waiting this entire time to bring that out.
But yeah, no, this mon, like, I get it, its stats aren't the greatest, but
Oh
Fluffy...
yeah, it's got mid stats, but Fluffy's pretty good because half damage from contact moves. I mean, it makes it weak to fire, but like I
It
don't
makes
really
it
think
weak
that's
to
a
fire,
problem.
but we don't really have to worry about fire. We have
Yeah, we got Latios, Iron
Latios,
Moth,
Great Tusk,
Gyarados.
and Gyarados.
I mean, Great Tusk doesn't resist, but
What? Oh yeah,
Great
no,
Tusk is ground.
you're right.
It's not rock.
But
We've
still,
had
it
this
hits it.
discussion before.
But yeah, no, it can't use Lost Respect, which makes sense.
Yeah,
But-
because that's broken. But
I showed Calion this mon, and he wasn't sure about it, but the
Yeah, I
amount of
wasn't
utility this mon
yeah,
gets...
this thing, it's got another Memento Mon, which is
It
like
is
the
another
third or
Memento
fourth
Mon.
one.
It has Wisp,
Wisp.
it has Yawn,
Trick. It's got Roar if we need it.
it has Endeavor, which could be nice.
Dude, this mon's got some crazy utilities.
Pain
I mean, if
Split?
we want, we could do a sub disable.
And the thing is, right, this is all the utility, but then again, it is also a physical ghost type with Poltergeist.
This is true.
Which
One-on-one
is just an
attack
insanely
ain't the
strong
best,
move.
but yeah. It's also got 100 defense and 95 special defense, or 97, not 95.
Yeah, it's bulky.
And
It's
yeah,
really
it's got
bulky.
some decent bulk. 72 HP's not the best, but the Toxapex can do it with 50. I don't, you know.
Hold up. Does it get... Oh, you're gonna hate me for this.
Oh, I probably am, but hey, yo, this thing gets ally switch. Oh my god.
That's very useful for us, definitely.
So also gets charm and confuse ray. Triple, that's illegal.
No, but
Like,
imagine though.
I know, but I want to veto that so bad, but it, man. Oh, if we want to be really annoying, we could run Lick for a 30% paralyzed chance.
Oh my god, wait a second. You're worse than me. What?
We could run Lick, Will-O-Wisp, and Yawn to have all the
Yeah.
statuses at our disposal. God,
I was
that's
also
disgusting.
looking at Snarl. This one gets Snarl.
Yeah,
Since it's such a good
could-
defensive wall, lowering special attack is nice. Charm is potentially something we could use.
This thing gets Sunny Day. What?
What? Wait.
It sets up the sun so it dies to any fire move.
Yeah, if
Also
it
gets Rain
really
Dance.
wants to speed up its own death.
And Sandstorm.
Rain Dance, and yeah. What? Like Sandstorm... Oh, wait.
Oh, it can set up Manual Sand Rush.
Manual Sand Rush. Wait a second. I think we both just had
Hold
a
up.
brain blast here.
Oh my god. Oh, I know. Disgusting combo that isn't even really that good on paper, but hear me out, okay? Let me type this.
Okay. Also, one thing it does get is Psychic Fangs, which is something we could really use because we don't have... Like screens are a bit of a problem. Oh my god, Callie. Stop.
I mean, you can't deny it would work.
That would definitely work.
It's disgusting.
It
It
has-
is like vile.
It has
But-
one of my... Like, remember how I always run my Dragapult with sub-disable?
Mhm.
This
Yep.
one gets disable.
I mentioned that earlier. I said we could run sub disable.
Yeah. So if somebody just clicks the ghost or dark move, we can just stop them entirely.
This is true, and it's got enough bulk to live a hit. So
The fun
like,
thing about these types of videos, right, is I know our opponents can be watching, but I feel like we just plant so many ideas in their head that they don't know what to do with all of them.
oh yeah, see, our strategy is for them to watch this, see all the weird stuff we're talking about, then we run the most standard stuff known to man and win.
That is probably true, actually. Because we do have a King Gambit at the end of the day.
We're playing so many mind games that they're not going to know which mind games to believe or not, so we're basically to the point where they don't know anything.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. Also, this thing is Hex.
It gets Hex. It has Fire Fang and Ice Fang. By the way, you said
True.
all
And Thunder
statuses. We can also apply Freeze.
Well, we can try to apply Freeze.
Yeah, okay. In theory, it's never going to happen, but shush.
I mean, yes. I mean, okay. I have been saying this. I am a beacon of good luck.
Yes,
So,
but also
well,
I kind
luck.
of counter that.
Well, yes, but listen. You don't counter it. It just some days my luck takes effect and some days yours does.
Okay, I'm letting
That's
you
how it's
play
gonna
when
be.
it's the first round of playoffs.
Yeah, because I've actually broken the curse. I'm sorry.
Something we could also just do is, like, this is a mon with Trick. We could literally just run, like, Flame Orb or Toxic Orb and just trick it.
This is true. We could do that. Well, the thing is, with Flame Orb, why wouldn't we just Wisp?
Yes,
why would
that
we-
is
why
true,
would you-
but
why would you
also
jump their
we
hoops?
can disrupt strategies. Plus, hear me
Yeah,
out, Facade.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Facade actually. Yeah. Okay.
Facade on other mons has been, like, in draft situationally, like, very interesting because I had it against a Dragapult in one of my drafts. No, not a Dragon Knight. And I was like, oh, my Volcarona can just Wisp it so that it doesn't do anything. And then it pulled out Facade, and I was like, oh, okay.
Damn. Instant just deceased.
Yeah. It was Terra
It'd be
Normal
like that
too,
sometimes.
so I was just like, okay, yep, it's over.
Oh yeah, Terra Normal. God, man. Terra Normal and Stream Speed is such a fun strategy.
Yeah.
My God. Not annoying at all.
We had one more
anyways,
mon left
yeah.
with 4 points. I think you
honestly,
suggested this.
I suggested this simply because we only
One
have 4
move.
points left, and it gets freeze dry.
It gets
That's
first, right? We have
And
Glaceon,
generally,
which
yeah,
is
Glaceon,
like,
it's
not bad.
it's pretty bad, but
I mean, it's
it
an evolution.
effectively has a useless ability because Snowcloak and Ice Body are not the best.
Okay,
But
hear me out. This is one of the ones that did actually get Snowscape.
yeah, I mean we could set up manual hail or snow
okay.
if we need to.
In another draft, I faced this with Hail. It was from the Galarian Slowking, but it was with Hail, and it just calm-minded on me, and with Chilling Water.
Yeah. I forgot about Chili Reception.
Yeah, Chilly Reception. Yeah, that's it. Don't worry, I didn't forget. But
Sure.
the thing is, right? It is an evolution, so it has some little amount of privilege.
Yeah. Well, its move pool is pretty okay, but the thing is, it's an ice type that only has 65 speed, so it's not the best. But
Yeah.
it's got 130 special attack. So if
One
we
of the
want, we
things
could throw
I
specs on
was
this and
looking
go
at
with some things
actually
with ice.
was Frost Breath.
Frostbite. I mean, that's the one that lowers speed, right?
No, that's the one that always crits.
Oh, so it's effectively just a 90 power move.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we just run Ice Beam?
Because
I guess to
setup.
bypass defense,
Yeah.
but like I doubt we're gonna be relying on Glaceon.
One
to
thing we
bypass
do also
defense.
get with this is Haze and Aurora Veil.
Yeah, Haze is nice. And oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Royval. We could set up both screens in one.
We have to like go through a few hoops to set that up, but
By a few hoops, you mean use 2 moves in a row?
yeah. But the good thing is, right? Snow, since it got buffs your defense. This one already has a really good defense stat.
Yeah, 110 ain't bad.
So like with the snow boost on that and an ice body,
It could be pretty okay, at least.
yeah, that's not bad. Plus Blizzard never missing.
This is true. I mean, it requires a lot of setup is the thing, and
It
I don't know
requires a
how long
lot
it's
of
gonna
setup,
live
but like
as a slow ice type, you know.
I feel like just the defense buff makes it a lot more likely that we can actually use this.
Yeah, I guess. Oh no. I mean, some memitude we could do is here. Let me show you. Let me
Oh.
type this out.
I hope you're not looking at the same move that I'm looking at. I mean, that was not what I was thinking, but yeah.
It feels like a sin for me to suggest that.
But also we have a better Pokemon for that in literally Arboliva.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I forgot it gets that too.
Also,
Alright, well.
I forgot it has 60 attack. I was looking at Triple Axel.
No.
If
No.
anything, this like Haze and Heal Bell, I think that alone makes it worth it.
Yeah, it can do
And
some decent
it has
support.
Wish.
Mm-hmm.
So it has
It can
good
wish
utility.
fast when we need to. It's okay.
For
I mean,
4
for 4
points,
yeah.
I definitely think.
I
Also,
don't know if it
C
was
moves
like
are not allowed, right?
no.
Okay, okay.
It's only megas.
I was low-key looking at this.
Oh hell no.
What? It's
Dude.
not even bad. It's just situational.
I mean, I'm all for it, but what does the Z move for that even do again?
It buffs your attack by 2.
Oh, so it's useless.
I wouldn't say that. Triple Axel.
Oh yes, on a 60 attack
Yeah.
on, which is less than half of the other attack stat. Bro, it's not. We're not gonna live it long enough to set up
That
move.
is true, but like it would be funny.
It would be funny, but like, memes are only really funny if they end up working. You know.
That is probably true.
That's why
If-
Fling Kyurem.
If we
got
want
such
anything, right, we could run Sing if we want to be.
dude, yeah, like both of us with very volatile luck. Yeah, let's just run a 50 accuracy.
Yeah,
move.
exactly.
Yep.
Wait a second, I'm
Yeah.
returning to this point. Blunder policy.
Blunder policy sing. Oh
Yes.
god.
I mean, hey, if it
why?
misses, you get a speed buff. If it doesn't, you put your opponent to sleep. It's a win-win when you really don't think about it.
When you really don't think about it.
Yeah.
Oh god. I mean, I guess, but that's also a free turn for them to, obliterate you.
That is true. Alluring Voice is nice for fighting types. I will say that.
I mean, yeah, but again, we move slower.
Yeah, okay, but berries.
Yeah, god. You're right.
The
You're
berries
right.
are like in draft the thing you always have to look out for.
Yeah, because I never think about them. That's the
Like-
thing. I never think about berries really.
That they're like useful, but like only really when you're specifically trying to counter something.
Yeah. Or unless you're Scizor, then you run Akaberry every week. Unless you're Mega.
Yeah, and then you die anyway because it's literally a fire type move.
I mean, yes, but I don't know. I never used Scizor. But
I've used it a few times, but I can't really. I used it once with Sand Tomb,
what?
but like It's a 55 base power move. It gets Technician and it beats Heatred.
You know, that's valid as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I'm all about some Heatran slander.
So yeah. But yeah, no, that's the draft.
Yeah, that is our draft. It was a very scuffed breakdown, but
Yeah,
we got it done.
as we do.
We got big distracted. My internet decided. Oh, it's not Sudoku, but like, you know.
Hold up. No, you said my internet decided.
Oh, that's great. My internet just decided to spontaneously combust.
Yeah.
So, but you know, we made it through. I feel like we did a good job explaining everything.
I feel like we did, and I think with this draft, because we are a bit top heavy, but I feel like every one of our Pokemon like has its own like goal.
Yeah, we're a bit top heavy, but even the bottom half of our team is useful.
Yeah. I feel like in certain matchups, mons like Houndstone or Arbolife are just gonna shine.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is probably the only. This might be one of, if not the most solid draft I have been a part of, and or at least team-wise.
Yeah.
And the only one I think that would come close to this is that one season I had Mega Lopunny and Darmanitan, the Galar Darmanitan.
Yeah. This reminds me, for like team build, a lot of the team I had in one of the NNDL seasons where I had Mega Scizor plus Comfey.
Was I in that season?
I don't know. Because King Gambit Comfey kind of fills that same double priority core.
Kinda, yeah.
And then I had I then had Delphox. Now we have Iron Moth. So there's a lot of similarities between this season, this draft, and that season. So I think we can do a lot of like variety things with this, which
it's a pretty versatile team, but it does everything generally well.
Yeah. The only thing
I am happy with it.
I am kind of worrying about is our fairy matchup.
Yeah, but
so if you're watching, definitely bring your fairy types.
Yeah.
We're so scared of them.
Yeah, bring your fairy types. Sorry, it took me a second to realize what you're going for. Yeah, bring them. Bring them.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Do it, Forehead. Bring them. I dare you. I dare you to bring some fairies. I dare you. Bring mono fairy team. We will slaughter all of them. Anyways,
the thing is, right, at the end of the day, we win because we have Comfey.